Welcome to the Business Miracles Podcast. I'm Heather Dominick, founder of BusinessMiracles.com and author of the book Different, The Highly Sensitive Leadership Revolution, found at differentthebook.com. Since 2010, I've been training highly sensitive entrepreneurs and leaders from around the globe to work less while making more, impact and income, by doing things differently. I'm so glad you joined me. Listen in and get ready. Get ready for a shift in the way you view yourself, your work, your life. A business miracle. This is A Course in Business Miracles podcast, episode 163, Creating Abundance. Today I'm sharing how embracing your true worth is the key to creating true wealth, with insights and practical tools that will help you navigate challenges, specifically how to move out of your highly sensitive shadows of over-responsibility, overprotection, and overwhelm. Join me to discover how to shift from feeling disempowered because of your nervous system to empowered by your nervous system. Be prepared to experience a business miracle. Let's take a moment to activate the energy, ground ourselves down so that we can level up as part of this week's training roundtable. Take a moment to just put down anything that might be in your hands, pen, pencils, journals, things to write with, keyboards, computer mice, teacups, all of that good stuff. Allow your feet to uncross, rest evenly, gently on the floor beneath you. Place your hands in your lap to start, and then together let's close our eyes. With our eyes closed, hands in lap, feet uncrossed, planted firmly yet also gently on the floor beneath us, together as a community of highly sensitive entrepreneurs and leaders, let's take in a breath. Breath in. And let it out. Beautiful. Again, together, breath in. And let it out. One more time for the power of 3. Strong, steady breath in. And let it out. Beautiful. Eyes still closed. Take one hand and place it on your heart. Leave the other hand on your lap. With the hand that's on your lap, use your index finger to begin to trace the number 8. Number 8, also known as the infinity sign. Both motions by each hand at this moment supports the calming of the nervous system. Hand on heart supports bringing energy and breath to the heart, giving immediate access to easing and calming the nervous system. Continue to trace the number 8 on your thigh, on your lap, as you hear me speak. Tracing the number 8, the infinity symbol, also calms the nervous system, bringing the attention, the energy down to the movement of the finger and into a space of flow, which is what the infinity symbol represents. Breath in and breath out. Stimulation in and stimulation out. Both hand gestures, hand on heart, tracing infinity symbol on the lap, on the thigh, instantaneous access to a calmer nervous system. So allow each of these hand motions to support you in calming the nervous system here and now, allowing you to more fully arrive here and now to this weekly training roundtable. knowing that whatever worries, concerns, fears, highly sensitive shadows, highly sensitive coping mechanisms are fully available for you to pick up 50 minutes from now. Continue to trace that number 8 on the thigh, on the lap, and continue to have hand on heart. Together again, breath in and let it out. Bring the motion of the number 8, the infinity symbol, to a pause, to a rest. Take the hand that's been on your lap, on your thigh, and now also bring that to your heart. 2 hands on heart. Seeing in this moment, if you can allow the head brain to begin to give over to the heart brain. You can do that by intentionally inviting the head to drop down into the heart. If helpful, you can see in the center of your mind's eye a balled up, tight, gripping fist. And then intentionally watch that fist in the center of your mind's eye begin to unfurl. Pinky, ring, middle, index, and thumb. Support that inner image with the breath, coaxing the head brain to let go, to relax, to surrender, just in this moment, if nothing more. Together again, breath in and let it out. Beautiful. Take a moment to bow your head. Allow your physical eyes to gently come back on open, reorienting yourself to your physical environment. Hands floating down to heart, back into the lap. Allowing your gaze to just slowly, easily rise back up. Cultivating true worth to create true wealth. This week's training is a continuation of last week's training from our weekly training roundtable. Our training last week was on the NFD theory, the need for drama theory. And no, I did not make that up. People who have a higher level of resilience and a lower tolerance for personal drama experience more success in business and life. And that might be worth writing down again. I'll repeat it. People who have a higher level of resilience and a lower tolerance for personal drama experience more success in business and life. This is imperative in regards to understanding for us as highly sensitives, specifically as highly sensitives who are committed to empowerment through entrepreneurialism and leadership. Why? Because as highly sensitives, we very likely have a high probability of being unaware of the ways that we have defaulted to drama in the past in order as an attempt to fit in, be accepted, and just be able to overall cope and function in a world that tends to be designed for the other 80%, the non-highly sensitives. How does this apply to or connect to true worth for true wealth? First of all, in order to be able to experience true wealth, there must be a sense of true worth. Please write that down. In order to experience true wealth, there must be an experience of true worth. Now, here's where I'm going to give a disclaimer, because when I tend to teach on this subject, I tend to hear this resistance. I hear resistance that says, yeah, but, and referencing all of the 80 percenters out there who seem to be generating wealth without any necessarily a sense of true worth. I'm not interested in those people. I'm interested in you. I'm interested in the highly sensitive and the highly sensitive's ability to generate true wealth. As part of that, for ourselves, because we feel things so deeply, we think deeply, and we listen deeply and take in stimulation deeply, there is a correlation between our own sense of worth and then therefore our own sense of wealth. For myself, most of you know my personal story, yet it's valuable to repeat here for quick reference, if nothing else, all to just share and demonstrate that I'm just not talking out of my bumhole. I am talking from personal experience. So I'm 20 years self-employed this year. Yes. Thank you so much. I started my business, one in the middle of personal bankruptcy that I had declared in 2002 as a result of unfortunate employment situation as a result of 9/11 in 2001. I started my business in 2003. I went full-time with my business in 2004. I had no credit cards. I had no family financial support. I had no husband, spouse, or partner backing me. I was not able to take out loans. I had saved up $7,000 as a result of my final year of teaching in the classroom, and that's what I had. I was able to literally step by step, one, continue to stay in business by focusing on my dire need just 30 days at a time. Continuously cultivating a shift in my mindset from fear to faith, and a shift in my mindset regarding financial worth and well-being. That is a practice and a path that I continue to follow to this day. The reason why I'm sharing this is because specifically for us as highly sensitives, but just human beings in general, we find ourselves caught in the limiting belief trap of needing the outside evidence first before we will accept an internal shift. And it is a consistent setup to remain stuck where you are. I have to see the external evidence before my belief will change. I have to experience the external result before I can claim a deeper sense of worth and value. Yet, just my personal experience over the last 20 years, including discovering that I was highly sensitive in 2010, and that changing everything about the way that I went about my sense of self-worth, and then therefore also went about my sense of creating wealth, is the ability to trust and believe internally in order to then, with less effort, experience the external, cultivating true worth first to create true wealth. Now, that also doesn't mean, okay, now I have to go live in a cave for 10 years while I cultivate my true worth before I can go out into the world and create true wealth. They actually coexist. Put your hand back on your lap, on your thigh, and trace the infinity symbol. It is this consistent inner and outer exchange, this consistent ebb and flow, using the tools, the teachings, the trainings that we have here in the leadership training program to both make internal shifts while taking external action. Having a deeper sense of internal true worth while simultaneously creating a shift with external true wealth. The key is how you relate to your nervous system on a consistent basis, which brings us back to the need for drama. As we talked about last week regarding the need for drama, there is the shift from shadows to strength pathway. The middle of that pathway is from drama to empowerment. The empowerment triangle, also known as the TED triangle, was developed by author and coach David Emerald. The empowerment, or the TED triangle, or also known as the empowerment dynamic, is the antidote, the opposite to the drama triangle. A reminder that the drama triangle, as created by Stephen Karpman, MD, is 3 toxic roles of victim, persecutor, and rescuer. That's the drama triangle. The TED triangle, the empowerment triangle, shows us the way to move out of victim, persecutor, and rescuer by accessing creator, challenger, and coach. Creator is the central role in the TED and the positive alternative to the victim role in the drama triangle. Creators know they can choose their response to life's challenges. Please write that down. Creators know they can choose their response to life's challenges, not understand, not just intellectual understanding, but know, a deep knowing that can only be earned through experience. The challenger is the positive alternative to the persecutor. In relationships to others, a challenger consciously builds others up, encouraging them to also learn and grow despite difficult situations. Challengers are catalysts for learning and are willing to stand for the vision, even when others do not. Write that down. Challengers are catalysts for learning and are willing to stand for the vision, even when others do not. Rather than criticizing or blaming, a challenger inspires others to reach for the highest good of all involved, including being willing to shake things up and go to the heart of the matter. Challengers are sometimes called the truth tellers, in service to outcome and the co-creators with everyone they interact with. Now, in the same way that we spoke last week, that the persecutor can be about being persecuted, persecuting others, persecuting yourself. The challenger is the same. Challenging others, being challenged and accepting the challenge from others or situations, and being willing to challenge oneself. Coach is the supportive role in the TED triangle, the empowerment triangle, and it's the positive alternative to the rescuer in the drama triangle. A coach sees the creator essence in those they support and holds them as ultimately resourceful and resilient. Unlike the rescuer, who reinforces the powerlessness of a person in the victim role, a coach uses the art and science of inquiry, curiosity, and deep listening to support others in discovering what is best for themselves. Creator, challenger, coach. Breath in and let it out. We, as highly sensitive entrepreneurs and leaders, cultivate worth through the core practice of empowerment and accessing our highly sensitive strengths. We shift from our highly sensitive shadows of over-responsibility, overprotection, and overwhelm into our strengths of empathy, intuition, and creativity, passing through drama and empowerment. Through enough practice, you begin to accelerate your ability to shift from over-responsible into coach, over-responsible into empathy, overprotection into challenger, overprotection into intuition, overwhelm into creator and creativity. With enough core practice, that shift is happening, according to A Course in Miracles, in a holy instant. No need to pass through rescuer, persecutor, victim. When we are choosing empowerment and when we are in our highly sensitive strengths, we are more easily able to generate wealth. And true wealth is abundance in all areas: financial, relational, spiritual. If you desire more wealth and abundance in any of these areas, you want to ask yourself, and I'd get ready to write these inquiry questions down. Am I showing up as my best creator, challenger, coach? If not, how can I? And use the tools you have access to here in the Highly Sensitive Leadership Training Program to support you. If you want more money, ask yourself, are you persecuting yourself or others about money? If you are, how can you build yourself and others up? Personally, it's always bewildering to me when members who are considering coming into this community, or even members in this community, try to blame and shame me for tuition of the Highly Sensitive Leadership Training Program or my private mentor call rates, while simultaneously claiming that they deserve to be paid more. That's an inquiry question. If you want more money, are you persecuting yourself or others about money? How can you build yourself and others up? This also extends to things like grocery stores, rent, mortgages. No right or wrong or judgment on my part. It's just an opportunity, and I speak from my experience, to begin to pay attention and be aware, going back to the theme for the next 4 months of this intuitive planning timeframe. Where are you potentially unconsciously, or maybe not so unconsciously, persecuting yourself or others about money? If you want more in your relationships, are you looking to be rescued? How can you hold yourself and others as resourceful and resilient? If you want more in your spiritual connection, are you blaming or shaming yourself or others? How can you flip the switch and choose a different response? The empowerment roles of creator, challenger, and coach are the essence of who you are. Write that down. The empowerment roles of creator, challenger, and coach are the essence of who you are. Encouraging you to step into the light of your personal dreams and desires, giving you access to your highly sensitive strengths. So then the question becomes, 1, do you truly know your dreams and desires? Your dreams and desires, your essential self, your highly sensitive essential self dreams and desires, not what someone else is telling you you should do, not what the other 80% declares as acceptable dreams and desires, not your grandparents' dreams or desires, not your parents' dreams and desires, not your siblings, your friends, your spouse's dreams, your dreams and desires. If you don't, turn to the tools. Order form to the universe. From there, then you can begin the core practice of really beginning the process of cultivating true worth in order to create true wealth according to you. Write that down. Then that way, the empowerment and the highly sensitive strengths work together to bring forward the best version of yourself. But I'll tell you this, from my years of doing this for myself, as well as mentoring others, if you're trying to generate wealth based on someone else's definition that you, A, don't necessarily agree with, B, don't necessarily want for yourself, then you will guaranteed set yourself up for difficulty. Because you're highly sensitive. There'll be a part of you that knows you're out of alignment. So what is it for you?
Thank you for being a part of this Business Miracles podcast episode and for beginning to dip your toe into the journey of highly sensitive leadership training. If you are ready to truly use your sensitivities as strengths in all parts of your work and life, I invite you to connect for a one-on-one chat. You will experience being deeply listened to, and together we'll get a sense of whether the highly sensitive leadership training programs are the best next step for you and your highly sensitive journey at this time. Just go to www.claritycall.com to schedule a conversation. We so look forward to connecting with you. Talk to you soon.